What's up, Mirandigas? We're back with another Persona 5X video. Now, I saw this post or tweet by Tenacity. In the light of this announcement, here's an FAQ to frequently asked questions thread containing general information about P5X written by a day one player. Keep in mind some of the terms used here may be changed to global as part of localization, and let me know if you have other questions. Now, I have messaged Tenacity on Twitter. Hopefully Tenacity replies. I've asked him, like, can I use this post? If for some reason, like, it takes a long time and I upload this, I apologize to Tenacity. If you want me to delete this video, I will. Link to Tenacity's post in description below. Go check him out and, like, follow him up and stuff like that. What is this? Is this Persona 6? No, it's not. It's a spin-off of Persona 5 game called P5 The Phantom X. It's a gacha game that has been out in China, Taiwan, and Korea for over a year now, and a global debut release is finally coming. Wait, it never got a JP release? Huh. That is so weird that a Japanese IP didn't get a JP release. Like, I know this came out in China first, but... oh god, do I get to go back like this? Okay. I don't use Twitter a lot. Please forgive me. I did not know it didn't have a JP release, but that is not. I'm here looking. This video is about the mechanics and what is like the general information about Persona 5X. Who is working on P5X? By the way, I've seen a lot of people like on Twitter like confuse it for P6. No, it's not. Who is working on P5X? P5X is being developed by both Black Wings Games, a subsidiary of Perfect World Games, and Atlus P Studio. It is being directed by Yusuke Nitta, who previously worked on P5R, S, and Strikers and Tactica. Okay, what is P5X about? Okay, it is an P5X features an entirely new cast and an alternate world parallel to Persona 5 Royals, which diverged from the original timeline due to starting point event. I believe the starting point event, which like changed the timeline or diverged it, is the casino event, right? I could be wrong. It's set in a world where people are rapidly losing their desires. Oh, wait. Is this just like P3? No. I don't know. Okay, this is where I'm interested. How does the gacha in this game work? I was like skimming through this thread, so this I do know. You roll for characters and their weapons. Oh. However, none of their related story contents, like their synergy, this game's version of Confidant, okay, are locked. Oh, that's good. Are locked behind the gacha. So, okay, the reason I looked at weapons and said, oh, I'm not a complete. Okay, when Tenacity says and their weapons, I'm assuming weapons have different banners. Or maybe it's just you pull the character and now the weapon can be used by Wonder is the main character's name. Like, I believe, yeah, Wonder is the main character's name. I've played a few gacha. I wouldn't say I'm like a gacha like geek or stuff like that or nerd. I remember Genshin having a weapon system where it's like, oh, you pull the character, great. Now you also gotta pull the weapon on a separate banner, a weapon banner. So it was one of those things where I was like, oh, this is like a... like, I didn't go for weapons. I just play, like, characters are cool. Weapons, not my type of thing. So, I'm assuming it works like Genshin, where you have to, like, get the character and then get the specific weapon. Like, the character would still be playable without the weapon, but it's like the true power is with the weapon. I'm assuming, but I could be wrong. This is good. Synergy, Confidant, Social Links. There, we got another name for it. Wait. None of their related story contents, like their synergy. Yeah. So it's not locked behind the gacha. So let's assume, this is the example. Makoto Yuki, you don't pull him. Hopefully you do, because it's a very hype character. You don't pull him. It has a social link. Boom, you can still enjoy the story content, because a lot of people love social link. So that is something, like, a lot of Persona fans love this. So, yeah. Most of the characters you pull are not actually real phantom things. I have heard of that, but are rather referred to as Kaitos. Is that like a take on idols? Taken from Kaito Phantom Thieves plus idol. Okay, yeah. They are Phantom Thieves cognitive versions that are created by Merup, this game's velvet attendant. Oh, is that the woman? I'm assuming. They also do not use normal personas, but instead Persona IIS 2S, pronounced Persona Duo. Okay, so basically there are so the Phantom Thieves are not real. They're the cognitive versions. It makes sense because if you want to pull stuff like this, I feel like they gotta add some sort of lore because that I'm assuming. Well, you go to Taurus. Maybe it's the same Makoto Yuki or it's the what is called Kaito. Oh no, Kaidos. Maybe Tennessee might know more because the collab is still going on and Tennessee might be playing. And they do not use normal personas, but instead Persona 2s, which are like Persona Duos. Okay. How does the calendar system work? Oh yeah, every real life day you get 5 energy points in game. Okay, that's like the login, which you can use to do city activities like in regular P5. There are also items to gain, extra EPs, energy points. And in-game day is divided into 5 time slots instead of the regular 2. And every activity takes up 1 time slot. So I'm assuming like it's at like like nobody's gonna play that much, so they have used energy points, but I'm assuming the days are like way ahead of like schedule, right? How does Confidant / synergy? I want to know, like, can you get more energy points or is that it? Like, I'm assuming the 5 activities, if a day passes, you can't do them anymore until the next day because it's a Persona game, like special days like Valentine's and stuff like that. Because if you can just buy energy points, I know there are gonna be whales out there that's just gonna be playing for hundreds of like hours and hours, and will just be at like some weird day or date or stuff like that. How does Confidant / synergy work? It works very similarly as in normal Persona games. You hang out with them. When they pop up in your schedule to progress their synergy, every synergy has 20 ranks. Oh, but about half of them aren't actually story content. Does it mean I'm assuming what this means is, so like in P5, you know how this Confidant is not about to increase, right? So you have to hang out with them first. It's like a cutscene like that, and then like there's like a point, like instead of a increase on the social link bar or whatever it is, like those music notes that come out, and then there are only 10 story content. In this it's 20, but maybe like 5 of them are you just have to hang out with them. There's no story to that. I'm assuming that's what it means. Like no cutscene, it just says, oh, you hang out with this character, whatever the name is. However, this also means that you need to do a lot more hangouts than in regular Persona games. Yeah, because in that I think it's like gonna, if you take this metric, I'm assuming it's just like 13 and 14 in like normal Persona games, but then, or maybe even 11 or 12, but in this it's like 20. It's like fixed more than in regular Persona games, but you also have no time limit to do them. Therefore, not ranking up after a hangout is not considered a bad thing. Okay, yeah. How far in is the story right now? Currently, we are in Arc 4 and the 5th Palace on China, Korea, Taiwan. Yeah, I'm assuming it might not. Global JP may or may not start with this. I could be wrong. Maybe the way the game works is that the story is synced, but the characters... Wait, how would that work? Because the characters might be part of the sync. May or may not start with this. The reason I say that is because now we have like a collab Makoto Yuki, and there are also a lot of P5 collab characters. Like the game isn't just gonna start like in the middle and be like, haha, like here you go. Now you just have to wait for Makoto Yuki to whenever he shows up. Instead, they want to make money off of it. I'm assuming the global and JP pace at the start would be way faster to sync up with the Chinese, Taiwan, or Korean version, or it just will never. It will always be an year or whatever, how long it's taking behind. So what's basic gameplay like? Every character has an awareness, 0, which is that character's core mechanic tied to their kit. Okay. They also have 3 active skills. That reminds me of Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Like I played that. And 2 passives. Yeah, reminds me of that. 3 active skills each and 2 passive skills. Additionally, they also have a highlight slash theurgy, which is essentially their ultimate skill. So this is like showtime, theurgy, and stuff like that. So passives are gonna be, I think, the base effects. Actives are gonna be, I'm assuming either they're like you can activate yourself, or maybe they need specific people around. I don't know. And theurgy and highlight is gonna be ultimates. I'm assuming, this is just assumption. Okay, this is Orpheus, Melodic Blaze, Moonlit Hind. Wait. Leader Trust. Oh, I think what it means is active skills are attack, passives are these, trust and leader, and Moonlit Hind might be the theurgy. I'm assuming that's the case. Weird, this isn't Cadenza. I'm assuming they don't want to use Upsurge or something, I don't know. What's the meta like? I personally think this game's meta is fairly healthy because most characters have a specific niche that they fit into, and there often aren't many overlaps. Most standard characters are also very powerful and are staples in current top tier teams. I mean, yeah, this type of like this gacha reminds me of Genshin, where the game is balanced so well is that even though the characters are broken, it's not like older characters are like not that strong. And the whole point of this is that the characters, let me talk about that, is that you can just give them a powerful weapon and they be like back running, like destroying everything. So I'm assuming the game works specifically like that's the only game I can think of with weapons. That's why I'm like focusing there. I could be completely wrong. I remember playing what's his name, Honkai Star Rail, but I didn't even complete the tutorial. I was like, the girl's name Kafka. She like saves you, the MC. You at the start pick the gender, and that's the character you get after she saves you. And then like the tutorial, you're in this spaceship and fighting. Like I stopped there. Like I didn't ever went back with it, even though I was enjoying it. It's just I never got the gacha treatment. But the Genshin, like I'm talking about Honkai because same company of Genshin. But I'm assuming that's what it means. So like, I don't like I've seen this girl before, or like this girl, like in early on P5X. Let's assume that this girl, what's this, Monica? I can't read from here, and I don't want to open the picture and not mess it up. But like the whole purpose would be, let's assume that a year passed and people are like, oh, she's not that good. But then like P5X can just release a weapon and she's like back on track to do really good. And I believe this is an offline game, so like there's no like PvP toxicity. I think that's all I want to cover for now. Please do keep an open mind and try P5X out when it releases, because it is genuinely an amazing game. Let me know as well if you have more questions. I will try to answer to the best of my ability. I do wonder like how's the gacha system? I'm assuming I'm hearing it's still good for a free-to-play player. And here's the thing, this is a gacha game. I would say stay free to play. I mean, it's your money, do it or you want. That's a big rabbit hole. The other thing I want to talk about is, so a lot of people are saying the free-to-play is like, it's well free-to-play maintained. But I want to see, because I've said this before about this game, the game would release, everybody will be happy. They'll be like, oh my god, I'm pulling my favorite character. The game is giving too much currency. Like, I can't even spend it all. The game is amazing. Like, the devs, chef kiss. But then, obviously, as time passes, when you've completed everything, the game would feel like, okay, it's giving less currency than before. Giving less currency isn't the issue. My major issue would be because the game is structured in a way where it will take a lot of work. It's not like a tap gacha game. It's like an adventure gacha game. You roam around and do events. My major concern would always be is that how long does it take to get like an amount of currency to do a multi? I mean, obviously the game could just give out free tickets and other free stuff to do like free multis and stuff like that. But like my major thing is, how long does it take in a day, or not in a day, but in a celebration to get like, let's just say in Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, it's like 50 Dragon Stones, right? That is for a multi. multi-summon. So how long does it take to get that much currency in this game to do a multi-summon? That's my like main question. After the game obviously gets like all the events are done, after the game is like in the meta now, like working through it, and now like celebrations are there. So that's my whole thing with it. Obviously that is something I'll play and understand and the practicality of it, but that's my major thing, because it's a gacha. Eventually the currency will get less and less, but the question is, oh, maybe it'd be like the same but be harder to get. So I want to see how that works, because that is like most important for me, because in like most cases, even if you don't want to, you would still need to summon, and there might be some characters that will attract you. Like I know Makoto Yuki, like sure, waifus, yay, like P5X, but for me it's like Makoto Yuki. Like come on, like that's my character, like that's my G, that's my goat. Like if the game, and whenever it happen, if it gets Kotone, let's hope she does, and I'm assuming she will be in this game even if she doesn't get a remake, but like eventually we'll get like P1 Naoya, Maki, Nanjo, we'll get Tatsuya, Maya, like Lisa, Aikichi. Like your boy is not just standing there not trying to pull for them, I'm trying to get them. So alright, my round diggers, hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, click on the bell. See you guys next time with another Persona Shin Megami Dragon Ball Fairy Tail whatever video. Consider subscribing, give Tenacity a follow, link in the description for this thread. So I'm looking to stop recording. Bye 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 bye.